Now? We're on now?
Yes.
All right. Hello, everybody. And welcome to Lake Region High School basketball on Laker Vision. I'm Penn Worcester with John Mayo, and we are here at Theodore Nutting Gymnasium for the final game, the final home game for either Lake Region team tonight, as the Lakers host the Capers from Cape Elizabeth. Both teams are warming up, and we're not too far away. It's a little different tonight, as we're playing the varsity game first. The reason is that the Capers their numbers are way down. You're looking pretty much at their entire varsity and JV roster on the floor there, and they wanted to play the varsity game first. A lot of the girls will be swinging down to the JVs in the second game, so they wanted to play the varsity game first and have a good fresh game from both teams. Of course, this is the Lake Region girls' first game back from their quarantine after they played Poland. They had to quarantine for 10 days. They were actually out of quarantine on Monday, but the game against Greeley, scheduled down in Cumberland, was removed from the schedule and would give the girls a chance to get their footing back after sitting out for 10 days. And so this is the next to the last game for them. Tomorrow morning, the Laker girls will be over in South Paris to play the Oxford Hills Vikings. 10 and 11:30 of the times for those games, JVs and varsity respectively. Capers are coached by Chris Castellera. I knew I'd get it wrong, Castorella. She's been there 14 years. This is her 14th year, finishing up her 14th year. I asked her about the numbers, and it's not COVID related. It's just schools go through down cycles, and Cape, in terms of participation, and is in that kind of situation right now. And they'll build back up, as all schools do. There was no summer program, of course, and Coach Castorella thought that probably had some effect on it, as the enthusiasm, and so we'll wait for next year. All right, the Lakers won the whatever, and they're going to get the ball first. That's Adam Beal, the referee, to give it in. The other official is Roger DeHetra. You may remember that name if you've been following Lake Region basketball for a long time. He played at Greater Gloucester. Pretty good player at Greater Gloucester. Good shooter. Shauna Hancock gives to Ava Smith on the left side. Ava puts it in, and we are underway with the Lake Region basket. Liz Smith is out. She tore a labrum and is not going to be able to play tonight or tomorrow, so her season has ended, sadly. She's a real success story. She started off on the JVs, and just pure hard work got her onto the varsity, and she has stayed there her whole high school career. Shot is blocked to go the other way with Melissa Mayo. Lead up to Shauna Hancock. Bounce on the baseline and out of bounds. So I don't think I ran through the starting lineup for the Lakers. We have Shelby Lynn Sheldrick, Shauna Hancock, Elle Hall, Ava Smith, and Melissa Mayo. I'll give you the Capers in just a second. Pass comes in the front court to Megan Conley. He gives it out to Emily Goulding. And the Capers will set it up on the top. Emily Supple is the point guard. Into the lane. Shot is taken by Alexa Garrity, and it's missed, and the Lakers have the ball. Cape has 3 seniors on their team. Laura Ryer, Allison Garrity, and Emily Goulding. Laura Ryer did not start. Left side, Elle Hall takes it just inside the arc and misses. He's watching the warm-ups, and at one point, the Lake Region girls just warming up, made 6 threes in a row, all different players. They made 6 in a row, and I mentioned that to John. That's a 3. So the first basket for the Capers by Megan Conley. And they go out in front by a basket. I mentioned that to John. He said, and I agree, I hope they didn't use up all the threes in the warm-up. We'll see. Sheldrick in the corner. Off to Ava Smith. Her first start as a varsity player. Low to Sheldrick, and it's taken away. Supple gives out to Conley. Capers on the attack. Back to Supple. And back on the right. Now it goes low for the first shot taken down there by Manning, Olivia Manning, and it does not go. Here comes Elle Hall, point guard extraordinaire. Off to Shauna Hancock, and there's a three for Shauna. In her next to the last game as a Laker. Down the right, Conley has it blocked again. That's a couple of blocks early on by Ava Smith. Doing a nice job defensively. Keeping her body away, not getting any kind of contact or get a foul call. Just blocking the ball. Into Conley, and she steps out of bounds. 5-3 Lakers, 5:24 to go. First period here at the Nut. I was thinking after the last game, we were doing the wave. There was some family and friends in the cafeteria, and we were doing the wave, and it occurred to me, there's a cut down the right side, but the pass wasn't quite there, so Mayo didn't get the shot away. Bree Sargent in the game now for the Lakers. To Melissa Mayo, 4-3, no. Good rebounding position down there, and Alexa Garrity comes out with it. Lead pass up to Conley. And she didn't go after it quite hard enough, so she didn't end up with any kind of shot opportunity, but the Capers hold on to it. Supple on the right to Conley. Low for the shot, it's an air ball. Sheldrick on the other side to catch it. Shelby Lynn up to Mayo. And then a steal. Emily Goulding makes a steal. And off we go to Emily Supple. Down the other end. And a block. And this time, Ava Smith gets a foul. Going to be a two-shot foul, of course. Alexa Garrity to shoot two. Makes the first, gets one more. So I was thinking about doing the wave, and nobody has to be gathered to do a wave. I'm just thinking, if we get the chance tonight, we'll call for the wave, and wherever you are, in your living room, in somebody else's living room, wherever you are, just get up and do the wave motion. And we'll do it that way. Don't have to be gathered to do that. We'll get up and show some enthusiasm and show our support for the Lake Region Lakers as we wind up this crazy COVID campaign. Timeouts taken. We're tied 5-5. The Laker girls will end up playing 9 games. They lost 10 games because they picked up the Oxford Hills game tomorrow. They lost the 2 home and home to Greater Gloucester because of the campaign, the quarantine. But when you look back on everything and you consider everything, we were lucky to get games in at all. So. Laker boys are at Cape Elizabeth tonight. We think they're streaming it in some way, so if you get creative online, you'll be able to watch that one probably. Lake Region on the attack. Hancock looks left, passes to Sheldrick on the right. Off to Sargent. She drives to the right and gives it off to Hancock. Shauna drives in, penetrates, scoop shot, no, but she draws a foul. She'll go to the line. That foul is on Olivia Manning. Her first, team's first. Shauna for the first one. Got it. She breaks the tie, and the Lakers move out 6-5. Substitutions: Ava Smith out, Melissa Mayo out. Let's see. Rebecca Karen is in. Second free throw is good. And let's see what the other new player was. Somebody was on the bench and is back in. Steele. Sheldrick off the glass. Oh, didn't drop. And the rebound is grabbed underneath, and now a jump. Bring the ball down and put it anywhere near Shauna Hancock. That's probably going to happen. Possession arrow gives the ball to the Capers. Lake Region pressing. Garrity to Supple into front court. Conley. No, that was Manning. Now out front to Supple. Near side Conley. Now back to Supple. Lake Region dropping into the zone. Pass. Knocked away but controlled by Garrity. Back on the right to Conley. Could have been called a travel. But not by the officials. Left side shot from the baseline is good by Olivia Manning. Tied again, 7 apiece. 3:10 to go or so. Sargent to Karen. L. Hall turns at the elbow on the left side, kicks it in the corner, comes out to Hancock. She steps to the right, gets open, but missed the shot. Karen rebounds. Karen and Sargent are almost mirror images of each other. On the right side, Sheldrick for 4, off the glass and in. She called it, I heard her. She said off the glass and in for a 3. Steele, L. Hall got her hand on the ball, and she just continues her great defensive year. Shot's no good. Rebounded by the Capers. Goes off to Supple, the point guard for Cape Elizabeth. Comes into front court. Off onto the left side for the miss by Manning. And here comes Sargent. Up to Sheldrick. Shelby pulls up. They cover her quickly so she can't bank another one. Under 2 minutes to go, first period. Hancock, top of the circle. Pulls up, looks low, gets it to Hall, but taken away. At the other end, Supple, underhand and good. Nice move. Nice move by Emily Supple. And she brings the Capers within 1. Karen runs left to right. Karen to Sargent. The terrible 2. Sargent and Karen. Jump ball. Lake Region ball this time. Lizzie Brewer in the game for the Lakers. Hancock and Karen go out. Mayo back in. Into Sheldrick, off the glass. Nope, not this time. Rebounded by Sargent. She misses, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on Bree Sargent. No, it was not. It was on L. Hall. I didn't even see L in the area. Second team, anyway. Supple gets it into front court, getting by Melissa Mayo, and then we get a travel. Ball was partially deflected by a Laker, and Supple tried to keep control, but couldn't hold on. Great crowd here in the gym tonight. As you can see them when John pans down to the right. Incredible crowd, best crowd of the year. Tom Brady is here. He would not miss the final game from Theodore Nutting Gymnasium this year. 3-pointer by Mayo, no good. Rebounded by Supple. He's sitting over, I thought he was all by himself, but he's not now. Down the left side in the miss. Knocked around. Mayo is there. No, that's Sheldrick. She gives it, no, touched out of bounds by Mayo, who says she didn't touch it at all. But In it comes to Conley. She's inside the foul line, off the glass, good for 2. And the Capers go up by a point. Mayo off to Sheldrick on the left. Shelby puts it on the floor, drives into the lane, puts it up, it will not fall. And it's rebounded by Manning, and we got a foul. And the way everybody's acting, it's going to be on Shelby Lynn. It is. Third team against the Lakers. Ten seconds to go here in the first period. Goulding gives it up to Supple to the foul line, and then gives a pass off on the left-hand side for a miss. No chance on that one. That is the end of the first period of play, and the score after 8 is Cape 11, Lake Region 10. Okay, and here we are, and for all of you astute watchers, the ones paying particular attention, you may notice the floor being swept, and you might be saying to yourself, I know that person. Who is that sweeping the floor right now? That is Chris Pond. That's right. Chris Pond from Naples is on the broom tonight. And he may have some fancy moves for us before the night is over. I suggesting sweeping the floor diagonally, but he wasn't sure to do that. But he may come up with something special. All right, we're ready to go. Second quarter, Cape's ball. Lakers have Casey Johnson on the floor, as well as Shauna Hancock, Elle Hall, Brianna Sargent, and I said Elle Hall. Who am I missing? Oh, Melissa Mayo. There's a cut down the left side, stolen by Hall. Who else? Lead pass up to Mayo, and she dribbles it out of bounds. Mentioned Casey Johnson on the floor. Casey Johnson's mom, Kelly, went to high school with Chris Castorella, the head coach of the Capers. They grew up together. They're friends, close friends. Away from the ball, Hancock goes down. We'll see the foul's on. I believe Shauna Hancock has gotten a foul called against Conley, Megan Conley. And on the player control foul, Lakers get the ball. Left side, Sargent. Inside, puts up about a 10-footer. Hall tips it on the left side on the rebound to Mayo. Low, back to L. To Mayo, that's a 3. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Touched last by the Burgundy. Cape Elizabeth. Who's going to inbound? Casey Johnson. Gives it on the left side to Mayo. Melissa drives to the baseline and tries to shovel a pass through 3 defenders, and pretty hard to do that. So it results in a steal, and the Capers are on offense. Low, the shot off the glass won't drop. Connolly got the rebound after the missed shot by Alexa Garrity. It's Allison Garrity, not Alexa. Foul against the Lakers. Now Bree Sargent picks up her first. On the line, Conley. Too short. Second free throw is good. That's the first point of the second quarter. 6:46 to go in the second quarter. Hancock to the foul line. That's about a 30-footer. 28 maybe. It's a miss, rebounded by Supple. Pass goes low to Manning. Conley spins in and misses, and it's out of bounds. Off Cape Elizabeth. Sheldrick back in. Brings it to the left, off to Hancock. Backs it out. Johnson drives to the left and has it knocked away and out of bounds. She touched it last. You're just logging in and you missed it. Liz Smith has an injury and she is done for the year. She's sitting over there behind Coach Doug Banks in the bleachers. Underneath, the shot is no good by Garrity, Allison Garrity, but the foul is again on Lake Region. And let's see. Bree Sargent gets her second quickly. 2 shots. First one by Garrity is no good. One more for her. Ava Smith back in. El Hall gets a break. Bree Sargent's out. And let's see. Second free throw is good. So Cape opens up their biggest lead of the game, 13-10. Johnson inside the arc, but it's good. Casey Johnson gets 2. Into the lane and a shot by Cape Elizabeth's Emily Goulding. No good. Lake Region rebounds and turns it over. Left side is an air ball, grabbed by Conley on the weak side, and then it's taken away by Mayo. So the Lakers have it. Mayo lead pass to Johnson. Gives it back to Melissa. Left side to Sheldrick. She's open for 3. Too long. Chased down by Supple. Tries to get by Johnson, and there's some contact, and that's going to go against Johnson. That might be the 7th team for Lake Region. Let's not 6th team. Emily Goulding's getting a break for Cape. In the game now is Juliet Moore. Supple out on top. Goes for medium post. On the right, that's Supple with a shot. No good. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ava Smith, good hustle to save it inbounds. It comes into Melissa Mayo. Up the right side and off to Sheldrick. Low post to Stone, who just came in, and she missed that shot. Vanessa Stone into the game for the Lakers. Pass goes low for the shot to Allison Garrity. She's got 2. All right, up to Johnson. To Hancock. To Stone. She turns and kicks it back out to Sheldrick. To Mayo in the corner, guided by Supple. Drives to the left, takes the left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, chased down on the left side, out of bounds. Touched by Cape last. Under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Johnson looking for somebody. Nobody yet. Here it comes to Shauna. Drives to the foul line. All the way. Gets bumped, and there's a whistle. Fouls on Garrity. her first. Only the third team on Cape. Shauna's second trip to the line. Not the first one. One more cuts the lead to 1. (15-14) Cape. Up it comes to Moore. To Supple. Back to Moore. Guided by Sheldrick. On top to Garrity. He wants to put it on the floor, gets into traffic and makes a bad pass and loses it. Stone off to Hancock. Shauna up to Mayo. Melissa in the corner to Johnson. Low to Stone. Back to Johnson. She's going to run out of the corner and give it off to Hancock. Shauna stutter steps, pulls up and shoots the left-handed shot. Won't drop. Gets her on the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers go back up by a point as we approach the 3-minute mark. Period number 2. Ball goes off to Goulding, and Hancock gets a hand on it. Okay, we're going to be trying that wave pretty soon. You don't have to be in a crowd, just in your living room, wherever you are. When you do the wave, just get up and wave. Pretty soon. Mayo, right-handed dribble. Gives it off to Hancock. To Mayo. Quarter court, turns it out. Pulls up, needs help. Goes off to Sheldrick. To the baseline. She'll put it up from there. Left-handed. Missed the shot. And it's out of bounds. Final game of the year at Theodore Nutting Gymnasium for Lake Region. The boys complete their season tonight as a travel by Supple. She dragged the pivot foot down at Cape. They had a great win to finish off their season when they beat Greeley earlier this week. They were down early and came back hard and had a tremendous win. That's Mayo just to the right of the elbow and misses it. Ava Smith got it, and that's Ava's going to, next year I'm sure she is, another jump ball grabbed by Hancock. Possession gives it to Cape. Next year, Ava will, she'll have to be more aggressive when she gets down low, but she's working hard. She's a freshman. You have to learn that. She's out there with upperclassmen and in the varsity game. So, shot after the shot, there's a foul. Going to put Manning to the line. Foul was on Stone. First free throw is no good. This is a 2-shot foul. That was the 7th team on Lake Region, but it's a 2-shot foul. Second one is good. And we're tied at 16. About a minute and a half to go here in the first half. Not a lot of scoring here in the second quarter. Hancock guarded by Goulding. Waits for the play to develop. Off to Sheldrick, back to Hancock. Drive to the left, low to Stone. She tries it from the baseline, it won't fall. Here come the Capers. On the right to Conley. Conley gets it back. Low, bad pass, stolen by the Lakers. Under 50 seconds. Left side, Hancock, they give her the shot. No, they didn't. They covered it up just at the last second. Shauna couldn't quite pull the trigger. Into the lane, into the foul line. The shot there taken by Smith, no good. Rebound and shot, no good. And with half a minute to go, Cape rebounds. Supple. Gives it up to Manning, to Conley. To Garrity, Goulding rather, and to Supple. She backs it out, we approach 10 seconds. All right, here we go, Supple's gonna go. Inside, pulls up, shot, no. And the ball is tipped around, out of bounds with 3.8 on the clock. Still Cape's ball, plenty of time to get a shot away. Inbounds, it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Cape once more. 1 second left. 2.8 seconds expired on that, while the ball was lazily bouncing over and falling out of bounds. Quick shot by Supple at the buzzer, almost, but it's no good, and that's the end of the first half of play. And after a half, the two teams are tied at 16 apiece. We will do some figuring here, and then we'll be back. All right, first let's take a look at the scoring. 16-16 at the half here for the Capers. Supple has 2 points. Olivia Manning has 3 on a 2-point field goal and 1 for 2 from the line. Allison Garrity has 5. She's 3 for 4 from the foul line. She also has a 2-point field goal. Megan Conley has 6 for the Capers, a 3, a 2, and 1 for 2 from the foul line, for a total of 16. Capers only scored 5 points in that second quarter, but over on the Lakers side, they only scored 6 points, but it was enough to tie the game. For Lake Region, Ava Smith has a basket, as does Casey Johnson. Shelby Lynn Sheldrick has a 3-pointer. That one came in the first quarter. And the leading scorer in the game at this point is Shauna Hancock with 9. She had a 3, a 2, and she's 4 for 4 from the foul line. Again, Lake Region scoring 6 points in that quarter to Cape's 5. Each team ending up with 16. The Capers only committed 3 team fouls. Lake Region committed 7. Cape was, 4, 5, 6, 8. They were 5 for 8 from the foul line. They had 3 different players go to the stripe. For Lake Region, the only player to the line was Shauna Hancock, and she made all 4 of her opportunities. And we have to stop and think just for a minute. This is the final home game of this year for boys or girls, and it is the final, so that makes it the final time that a player named Hancock will be on this court for a long time, in a basketball setting. And you have to kind of think about that for a minute. Next year will be the first time that Paul True has coached here without a Hancock on the team, I think. Talking with Doug Banks before the game, and we were trying to remember, and I think Abby Hancock, Kevin's daughter, was on the team when Paul began, and there has been at least one each year since then, through this year. So, tremendous legacy of basketball by the Hancocks on all levels, all facets of the game. Playing, coaching, supporting. It's been a great run. And there probably will be more someday, but not right away. And we were talking about some of the losses this year, not to dwell on much, but we never have really talked about. There's one thing I wanted to mention, of course, Paul True's assistant coach, Doug Banks. Doug lost his father last year, and his father was one of the icons of basketball and school, related to the school in the Portland area. He was one of the prime movers, if not the one single-handedly responsible for getting the Portland girls and girls in general in Portland out of playing in situations, for instance, the basement at Portland High School. He got them out. He got them to be able to play in far more exposed settings, including the Expo. And he did a lot of other great things for the Portland school system. And kind of as a result, as a tribute to Jim Banks, if you were to go to the Portland Expo today, when you walked in, you'd look on the outside of that gym, that building, and you would see the name James Banks, because the city of Portland renamed that last year in honor of Doug's father. Tremendous tribute to him, and I want to make sure we got that in. Doug coached here, has been coaching here 11 years as Paul's assistant, and I mentioned it many times before at many other levels, JV, middle school, 7th, 8th grade, the lower levels, the development leagues. He's put in a lot of time. He's put in tremendous hours here, and it's hard to measure the impact and and the importance of what he's done. All right, we're underway, and in the corner it's Shelby Lynn Sheldrick for the first shot of the second half. Misses the shot, and we'll get a jump, and we're going to get a foul, and I'm not exactly sure. Might be on Ava. I don't believe it can be on Shauna. And it's on Ava Smith. Not much contact there, but enough for Roger DeHetra to blow the whistle. Pass comes into front court for Manning. She crosses it, and then it comes out front, and let's see if they're going to save it. Yes. Supple hustles over and gets it. Supple has it after a return pass from Manning. We move around to Conley on the right. Laker zone extends. Garrity off to Supple, and she'll come out front. Start it up. Low to Manning. She's got the baseline shot. It's good. So Cape draws first blood here in the third quarter. Hancock gives that up fake and drives to the right and then dumps it to L. Hall. Out to Sheldrick, around to Mayo. There goes Ava to the right, off the glass. Nice move by Ava Smith. We're going to see more of that. We're going to see a lot more of that in the coming years. Nice move by Ava. Mentioned it a couple times. Her sister Liz is not available. Her season is over. She tore a muscle, not a muscle, tore a labrum, and she's gone. She's here. She's sitting, as we look at the Laker bench, just to the left of Doug Banks, to his right, just behind him, supporting her team. As all good teammates do, whether they find some way to contribute. Post to Smith. Down the left side and in the corner to Mayo. Melissa for three. Nope. But she got her own rebound. She followed it and takes it in. Missed that shot. Loose underneath. And a Supple. Cape has it. Drive into the lane, and it's stolen by Lake Region. L. Hall. Again. That one's on Emily Goulding. Here we come. All to Hancock. Shauna, the baseline, off the shoulder, to the foul line rather. To Hancock in the corner. Shauna looks. She's going to shoot. No, cross-court pass. And I do mean cross-court. She drives to the baseline. Scoop, no. Got her own rebound. Tries it from the right side. No. But a foul is called. I thought she was putting up a three, but she was throwing it to the other side of the court. Second foul on Olivia Manning. Shauna was fouled while shooting. Smith getting a moment to tie her sneaker. Shauna's free throw is good. Puts Lake Region back in the lead. And the timeout is taken by Chris Castellera. Looking for just the right moment for that new wave. New wave. I can feel it coming. Everyone should get limbered up. It's coming. Lake Region taking the court. Paul True sends out Hall, Sheldrick, Mayo, Hancock, and Smith. Shauna to the line for her second. And it's short. Rebound by Goulding. And a steal. L. Hall. Down the right to Mayo off the glass. Falls into the hands of Conley, and then Smith goes down after it. Ava Smith showing the same tendency for hard work that her sister Liz showed way back when she was a freshman. The hard work that earned her a berth on the varsity club and eventually a starting berth. Goulding, right to Conley, out to Supple, under 5. There's a 3, too short, rebound, grabbed by Goulding, but then blocked by Smith. That's at least 3 blocks she's got in this game. To Hancock. Shauna puts it on the floor with the left hand. Is off to Hall. On top to Mayo. That's a 3. Too short. Supple tried to save it in but couldn't. Inbounds to Hall on the far side, out front on top to Ava Smith. To Hall, quick pass to Melissa Mayo. That's 3, and that's good for a wave. Everybody up, let's have a wave. Nice job, I can feel everybody did a nice job. At the other end, a missed shot and a rebound. And then a steal back at the other end, Supple to the right, and nice move. She faked maybe giving up a pass and kept it herself and laid it in. Lakers leading by 2, 22-20. Halfway through, a little over halfway through the third quarter. Hancock in the corner to Mayo for another 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Sheldrick, and Shelby falls down. See who the foul's on. It is on Manning. That's her 3rd. All in this quarter. Nope. 2 in this quarter, 1 last quarter. Rebecca Karen in for Melissa Mayo. Hancock with the right of the glass, bounces it into Sheldrick. They give her the shot, she takes it. So she tried that bank shot again, not quite this time. Up it comes to Conley. Turned away by Sheldrick and then out of bounds off Shauna. Shauna, a McDonald's All-Star. Low it goes to Manning. Turnaround into the defense. She missed it. Rebound to Goulding and a foul on Lake Region. Foul was on Karen. Her first. Substitution, Vanessa Stone back in the game. Ava Smith gets a break. The Twin Towers trade places. Second free throw, no good either. Rebounded by Stone. No, Sheldrick. All I saw was the 4. Up on the left. 3 Sergeants in 2. Off to Hancock. Goes with the left elbow. Gives it off to Sargent. Bounce pass on the right to Karen. The terrible 2s are in the game. Low it goes to Stone. And she's got it. Her first basket of the night. Lake Region leads by 4. Near side to Supple. Throws it up into front court to Manning. She skips onto the right side to Garrity. Now out to Supple. She could have taken a three there and didn't. That might tell the Lakers something about what kind of defense to play on her if the game was close. Now she's going to take one. That is a three, but no good. And out of bounds, and I think that one went out off Stone. Garrity has the ball. Stone bothers her. Throws it in to Goulding, who puts it off the glass, but it won't drop. Conley got the board back with a foul on Sheldrick. That'll be a two-shot foul. Manning was trying to put the ball in. There's a made free throw. This is her Manning's second trip to the line. She was one of two in the second quarter. One of two here. Rebounded by Sargent. Free across the timeline. Gives to Hancock. Shauna guarded by Goulding. Right side, Sheldrick. Off to Sargent. Nope. And the rebound is grabbed by Garrity. Goulding, rather. And a foul on the Lakers. Another one on Karen. Her second. Team's fourth. And we're going to get a timeout taken with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Lake Region leading by 3, 24-21. Well, we've got a break. I want to remind everyone, don't forget the Crockett family. About 2 weeks ago, suffered a devastating house fire. They lost everything. But they are keeping their heads up, and even if, just give them some words of encouragement if you see them. There is a GoFundMe page, and if you're a mind to, anything will help, but just words of encouragement if you see them. If you have them as friends on social media in some way or another, just wish them well. Great contributors to Lake Region basketball and Lake Region in general. The four-town community in general. Manning, guarded by Stone. He already thought about a shot, but couldn't get it away. To Supple and to Conley. Nope, not Conley. That was Goulding. Garrity on top to Manning. Laker defense is keeping the Capers from taking any shots. They almost stole it there. Supple gets it out on top. Karen guards her. Rebecca Karen. Matched up with Emily Supple right now. Lakers in the man. Drive to by Manning down the left side, and she got it. So that's her 5th point of the quarter. She draws the Capers within 1. About 40 seconds to go here in the third. Pass comes to Karen, right in front of us, under 30 seconds. To Stone. Vanessa on the dribble. Low to Hancock. Shauna posting up. Fakes right, goes left, and missed the shot. Matt and Tracy, Shauna's parents, are here. I think Matt's in charge of crowd control. That's Manning on the left. Nope. And Hancock rebounded. And I think Tracy's over there helping out with the water. That's the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. And that quarter shows Lake Region taking a 1-point lead, 24-23. So, as Coach Bill Callahan used to say, we are in store for a barn burner here in the fourth quarter. One of the several people I've had as color analyst through the years. Well, we just missed having Coach Paul True here. He was going to sit in for a boys' game. What a treat that would have been. I was going to put him through his paces, but then COVID exposure came, and that was that. Next year, maybe. Hoping to do this again next year. It's been a tremendous experience. It's been probably, I might say, the most rewarding season I've had. I've had tremendous feedback, and I appreciate everything. But that being said, I have to say that I'm just the voice of this. I show up and I sit down and I call the game and I keep score. But the man you want to thank, the man when you see him, you want to thank for all of this, all the video that you've seen in basketball, all the video you saw in the fall, all the video you're going to see in the spring is John Mayle. I show up, he's already here. He's here after I leave. He picks up everything. He's the one who figured everything out. He makes it work. And you don't see him and you don't hear him, but he's the guy. So when you see John Mayo on the street or in the corridors of the school, he's the man to thank. L. Hall, that's it. That was a fourth foul on Manning. Second one by L is good. Gives the Lake Region Lakers a 3-point lead in the early going of the fourth quarter. Supple. Oh, that looked like, guess not. I guess she didn't touch it with her other hand, but it sure looked like it. And we're going to get a travel. Movement of the pivot foot by Juliet Moore. Here comes Casey Johnson in for Bree Sargent. Casey has the basket to her credit. And a 2-point goal in the second quarter. She's got the ball now. No, that's not Casey Johnson. That's Lizzie Brewer. Lizzie's in the game too. Low to Hall. Hit her hands and dropped. She got it back. And off to Johnson. She runs it out on top to Hancock. On the wheel, there goes Sheldrick down the lane. It rolls around and came out. How is that possible? That just defied the laws of physics. That could not happen. There's a steal by Sheldrick. She's going to try it again. Again off the glass. This time it's good. Lake Region opens up the largest lead of the game for either team, 5, 28-23. Conley. Off to Moore. She comes out on top. And the Lakers steal it. A lot of these girls on the Cape Elizabeth team, if you stay tuned in for the JV game, you'll see them on that team as well. The numbers are down for Cape Elizabeth this year. We got a travel called on Sheldrick before she got the shot up. So a lot of these same girls will be playing in the JV game, and that's kind of the reason that the varsity is playing first tonight. So that both varsity teams will be fresh as they play each other here. I think this is Cape's last game. There's a shot from the right side that is too short. Rebounded in the lane by Goulding. She's going to go to the line, followed by Johnson. She's going to get 2. Misses the first. Emily Goulding has not scored in the game yet. Second one is good. It's a 4-point lead for the Lakers. We hit the 6-minute mark of the final home game of the 2021 season. There's Hancock, 26-footer is no good. Rebound, grabbed by Moore, and then 4 white shirts come over. Hands grab, and we've got a jump ball, and it belongs to the Capers. Moore, guarded by Lizzie Brewer. On top to Goulding. On the left to Moore, bounce pass low. That was to Garrity, but she was trapped, had to get rid of it, and we've got a timeout call. Talking about the tremendous commitment to video these Lake Region games this year, it's just John. And he could use some help. So if anybody has an inkling that they might like to do some of this, I think John will be more than willing to teach you. Get some help. It's going to be hard in the springtime. There's talk of maybe doing baseball and softball. Play at the same time, so can't be in 2 places at once. He can pretty much do almost everything, but not that one. Not sure I mentioned on the clock tonight, on the buzzer, he was responsible for the buzzer, Andrew Casey. Doing very well. That's one of the better buzzers I've heard this year at least. Very forceful, demonstrative, assertive. Nice buzzer. All right, Manning for Cape gives into Supple. She comes across the timeline. Cape trailing by 4. Moore has the ball. One dribble and off to Manning. Around on the right for the 3-point attempt by Supple. No good, and Lake Region did not save it in. I wonder where the crowd will go after today. In it comes for the shot in the lane. It is good. I believe that was Moore. Couldn't pick up the number. I'm going to give it to Juliet Moore. Kate gets the lead to 2. Hancock to Sheldrick in the corner. Shelby with a left-handed dribble in the back to Shauna. Across it goes to Brewer. Drives down the left side and gives to Johnson. Casey Johnson looking for help. Finds Sheldrick. Shelby Lynn in the left to Brewer. That's a 3. Nope. Hit the net, but it's got to go through the rim first to matter. Little bit short for Brewer. Getting close to the 4-minute mark of regulation. Moore to Goulding underneath, off the glass. We've got a tie game. As we hit the 4-minute mark, we are tied at 28. Right side, Brewer on the dribble. She has it knocked away, stolen by Supple. Breakaway by Supple, and 2. Emily Supple gives the Capers the lead with 3:46 to go in regulation. 30-28 the score. We do have the JV game coming up. Varsity playing first, an unusual situation. Tomorrow, Lake Region wraps up this season. The girls do, and we'll be at Oxford Hills. JVs are at 10. Varsity, just as soon as that one's over, around 11:30. We will get the opportunity to see Cassidy Dumont one more time, one of the best players in this half of the state at least. One of the reasons we're playing is because Oxford Hills wanted to play us because we gave them maybe the best game of the year. And they wanted one more opportunity to be tested. Defending state champion, led by Dumont. And it's an opportunity for the Lakers to play one more game before having to call it quits. All right, underway. Oh, they expected Shauna to cut, and she didn't. And she got over there. I don't have any idea how she managed to get that ball turned back to Lake Region, but she did. It belongs to Lake Region. Inbounds to Mayo. Comes out on top. Gives it back to Hancock. Guarded by Goulding. Shauna's going to take it. She gave her the shot. Shauna takes it. No. Rebound. Ava Smith back in there. She couldn't get the board, though. So with a 2-point lead, the Capers come on the attack here. Drive to the right. Garrity. Shot no good, but a foul. Or was it? No, it was not a foul. It was out of bounds. The rebounder stepped out of bounds, so the Lakers get it with 2 seconds over 3 minutes to go in regulation. All right, we're at the other end. Lakers looking for two at least. Pass back to Smith. And she traveled. So 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter, and Lake Region turns it over, down by 2. Under 2.5. Pass on the right side. It's knocked away. I think Sheldrick got a hand on it. Knocked it loose, and the Lakers have it. To Hancock. Low to Smith. Ava. There she goes with that move. That's the one she's going to develop. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound. Now it's loose underneath and finally controlled by Cape. So Lake Region has come up empty on the last 2 or 3 possessions. And we're under 2 minutes to go in regulation. And we're going to get a time called by Cape. No, it was not. That was a 5-second call. That was a closely guarded call. The Lakers defense created the turnover. They get the ball back. The Cape offense could not shake the defense, and the Lakers are rewarded with the ball. On the right side, Mayo has it. Dribbles to the left, comes back to the right, guarded by Supple. Off to Hancock. Shauna drives left side, into the lane, gets by everybody, lays it in, no, but she was fouled. I couldn't pick up who the foul was on. Let's see. They're saying 21, and that is Allison Garrity. Free throw is good by Hancock. And timeout is called. With 1:25 to go in regulation, and the Lakers trailing by 1 slim point. I suppose Tom Brady will just fly straight back tonight. I guess he just signed a 4-year extension on his contract with Tampa Bay, which means he'll be playing when he's 48, 49, somewhere in there. Looking pretty good over there, though. Can't tell if he brought the trophy with him or not. I'm sure they'd be throwing it around in the stands if he did, so. And he signed that extension, I believe, to allow Tampa Bay to some salary cap room. So, not seriously, because he thinks he'll be playing at 48. I don't think. Anyway, back here at Theodore Nutting Gymnasium, Shauna Hancock can tie it up with this one if she makes it. Shauna's ready, and her shot is good. We are tied. Inbound's going to be stolen. The Lakers have it. 1:20 on the clock. And Hancock holding the ball. No hurry. The Lakers are not in a hurry. Will not have to force a shot. There she goes. There goes Shauna to the hoop. That's a reverse. That's good. She got underneath and backhanded it and gives the Lakers the lead as we hit the 1 minute mark. Mayo knocks the ball away on the pass into front court. It's going to go out of bounds, but good anticipation. Nice hustle by Melissa Mayo. And the Lakers want timeout with 56.7 seconds on the clock, clinging to a 2-point lead. There won't be any shots on the next foul. Both teams have committed 5, so nobody's going to the line yet. So for the second game in a row, we're going right down to the wire. Lake Region boys won their game on a basket with about 20 seconds to go, if I remember right, by Evan Willie, layup on the right side. Lake Region winning the boys' game 66-64 on the 8th. Their final game here at the net this year. Next year promises to be, and we hope it will be, way better. All right, let's see who Lake Region sends out. Sargent's going to be in there. Mayo, Hall, Sheldrick, Hancock. Caper ball in the corner, near side. See what play they set up. It comes into Manning. She's on the baseline. Gives it off to Garrity. Guarded by L. Hall. 50 seconds. Lake Region leads by 2. Hancock gets close to the ball. They give it off on the left side to Manning. She dribbles, loses it, but gets it back. Off to Moore. Guarded by Sargent. Bree a little aggressive, but no whistle. Driving to the right. Goulding. She still has it. Off to Manning, under 30. And the ball is knocked. Thrown away. The Lakers have it on the Cape turnover. 22.7 seconds to go, and Lake Region has the ball. And on this next foul, Cape cannot get the ball back. Cape will press everywhere. It comes into Hancock. Shauna runs it up. Bounce pass on the left to Mayo. 14 seconds. Hancock is fouled. No shots. Goulding second. 11.9 to go. Mayo inbounds right in front of us. Lake Region needs to get it in. Hancock comes out to get it. This will result in shots. When they commit the foul, they've got to do it quick. They're down. There it is. Going to put Shauna to the line. Really only fitting. Goulding's third. Hancock to the line. front half of the bonus. She has got it. She makes this one. With 5.2 seconds to go, Lake Region never has to touch the ball again. She does not. Rebounded by Cape. Pass at midcourt, intended for more, but it's knocked away by Al Hall. It ends up in the hands of Melissa Mayo, and that is the final. Lake Region wins it 33-30. So for the second game in a row, both the boys and girls finishing their seasons here at Theodore Nutting Gymnasium with heart-stopping wins. Great efforts by both teams in a season that has had to be so hard to get their enthusiasm up. There go the girls, and they're going to ring that bell. We're going to hear that bell any second. And that requires a wave. Everybody up, everybody at home, everybody everywhere. Get up, let's do a wave. I could just feel it. I know we did it. Boy, that deserved a wave if anything ever did. Look, and there's another reason for a wave. Chris Pond sweeping the floor. Look at that. There he is. All right, so we're going to do some final ciphering here, and we'll be back with the final stats in a minute. All right, let's take a look at the final scoring in what was a very good game. Low scoring, but nevertheless entertaining all the way. First on the Caper side, they got 2 points from Juliet Moore. This is unofficial, by the way. That one is in, I have some question about who made it, but I think it was Juliet Moore. So I gave it to her anyway. So she had 2. Emily Goulding had 3. Allison Garrity had 5. Megan Conley ended up with 6. She had a 3 in the first quarter. Also with 6, Emily Supple. And the top scorer for the Capers was Olivia Manning. She had 8 points, 3 2s and 2 for 4 from the foul line. Capers went to the line 12 times, made 7 of them. 10 2s, a 3, 7 of 12 from the line for 30. On the Lake Region side, 2 points each from Elle Hall and Casey Johnson. Elle's coming from the foul line, 2 for 2. Also 2 for Vanessa Stone at a 2-point field goal. Melissa Mayo had a 3 in the third quarter for her 3. Ava Smith, 4 points. Had a 2-point goal in the first quarter and a 2-point goal in the third quarter for the 4. Shelby Lynn had 5 points, a 3 in the first quarter and a 2 in the fourth. And the top scorer in the game and the scorer of the final 3 points for Lake Region when the game was tied at 30, Shauna Hancock. She had 2 2-point goals, a 3-point goal. She made 8 foul shots out of 10 from the line for her 15 points. And that totals 33. Lake Region had 6 7 2-point goals, 3 3s, so they did not use all their 3-point shots in warm-ups. I had mentioned that they made 6 in a row at one point, and John and I both feared that they might have used them all up in pregame, but they did not. They saved 3 for the game. And Lake Region went to the line 12 times, and here's the tale of the story, tale of the game, the story of the game. They made 10 of them. 10 of 12 from the foul line for the Lakers. That's 8 of 10 for Shauna and 2 of 2 for Elle Hall for a total of 33. So that wraps up the final home game for the Lake Region girls here at Nutting Gymnasium for the 2021 season. They have one more game. They're playing at Oxford Hills. Varsity will be playing following the JVs tomorrow morning. The JV game will tip off at about 10, and the Varsity will start right after that game, guessing at around 11:30, but whenever they can get on the court. So that'll wrap it up. But that's it from here, and it has been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and glad we have one more. So, for John Mayo, I'm Penn Worcester, and thanks for watching.